Chapter 3. Lord Nityananda offers prayers to the six-armed form of Lord Caitanya. One day, Srivas Pandit invited Nityananda Advaita Avaduta. One day, Srivas Pandit invited Nityananda Avaduta for lunch at his house, and the Lord accepted his invitation. Nityananda Prabhu was very satisfied by the service of Srivas Pandit. After lunch, he stayed at the house of Srivas Pandit throughout the day. At that time, Mahaprabhu, Lord Gauranga, happily arrived there. The Lord entered the temple room of Srivas Pandit and sat on the throne of Lord Vishnu. He told Nityananda Prabhu to look at him. Hearing these words, Nityananda Prabhu, the topmost sannyasi, respectfully looked at Vishvambar, not understanding his intention. Considering Nityananda to be his most intimate associate, Mahaprabhu Vishvambar made a special request of the devotees. All of you go outside. All the devotees were astonished to hear this. Following the Lord's order, all the devotees left Srivas Pandit's house. Who can understand the intentions of the Lord? The Lord then spoke something confidential to Nityananda Prabhu. No one could understand the meaning of the conversation. Nityananda then saw Lord Vishvambar assume a six-armed form, holding a conch, disc, club, lotus, plow, and stick. Seeing this form of the Lord, Nityananda Prabhu fell unconscious upon the floor. There were no symptoms of life visible in his body. All the Vaishnavas became very afraid. They remembered Lord Krishna praying to him to protect Nityananda Prabhu. When Lord Nityananda fainted upon seeing his six-armed form, Sri Caitanya personally picked him up, saying, "Please get up, Nityananda. Calm yourself. Hear the Lord's holy names being chanted in front of you. You appeared to preach the chanting of the holy names. Now this is being fulfilled. What more do you want? You are filled with the love of God, and loving devotional service is your property. Unless you bestow this love of God, no one can possess it. Please pacify yourself and get up. Glance mercifully towards your associates. Distribute love of God to whomever you desire. If one maintains even a tinge of envy towards you, he is never dear to me in spite of worshiping me." Hearing these sweet words of the Lord, Nityananda returned to external consciousness. He had become ecstatic by seeing the six-armed form of his Lord. Sri Gaurachandra, who eternally reclines on the bed of Anantasesha, certainly knows Lord Nityananda as being non-different from Lord Ananta. Seeing the six-armed form of the Lord is not very astonishing for Nityananda. Such are the pastimes of the Lord's various incarnations. Seeing that wonderful and extraordinary form of the Lord, Nityananda Avaduta remembered his previous incarnations and prayed, "All glories to Lord Vishvambara, the Father of everyone." He incarnated to initiate the Sankirtan movement of chanting the holy names of the Lord. All glories to the Lord, the protector of Vedic religious principles and maintainer of the Brahmins. All glories to the time factor, a representation of the Lord and destroyer of all non-devotees. All glories to the absolute truth. All glories to eternal bliss personified. All glories to the supremely independent Lord of Lords. You are the source of innumerable universes, yet you manifested yourself within the womb of Mother Sachi. Who can understand your supreme will? Creation, maintenance, and destruction are simply parts of your pastimes. You can easily destroy the entire universe simply by your will. Are you unable to kill Kamsa and Ravana simply by words? Still you appeared in the house of Vasudeva and Dasarath, and sportingly killed these demons. Who can understand the cause of your appearance? Only you, yourself, know your mind. Even one of your servants can deliver countless universes by your order. Yet to glorify the earth and restore the principles of religion, you personally advent yourself. O Lord, you appeared in such a yuga with a white complexion. You taught meditation and austerity by performing them yourself. Wearing a deerskin and holding a stick and water pot in your hands, you appeared as a brahmachari to establish the principles of religion. O Lord, you appeared in Treta Yuga in a beautiful reddish form. Being the only enjoyer of sacrifices, you preached the performance of sacrifice. Holding the articles for performing sacrifice in your hands as a sacrificial priest, you personally performed sacrifices and thus induced others to do so. O Lord, you appeared in Dwapara Yuga as a divine personality having a blackish complexion, the color of a fresh monsoon cloud. You personally established the principles of temple worship, dressed in yellow garments and marked with signs of Srivatsa. You engaged in gorgeous worship as a king. In Kali Yuga, you have appeared with a golden complexion as a Brahmin, preaching the performance of Nama Sankirtan. This form is unknown to the Vedas. O Lord, you have innumerable incarnations. Who has the power to count them all? In the form of Matsya, you enjoyed your pastimes in the waters of devastation. As Kurma, you were the shelter of all living entities. You protected the Vedas as Hayagriva. In that form you killed the two original demons Madhu and Kaitava. O Lord, as Varaha, you delivered the planet Earth. You took the form of Nrsinga and tore apart the body of Hiranyakashipu. Assuming the wonderful form of Vamandev, you deceived Bali Maharaj. As Parasaram, you killed the Satriyas and thus rid the earth of its rulers. Appearing as Ramachandra, you killed Ravana, and in the form of Haladara, you enjoyed unlimited pastimes. As Buddha, you manifest the principles of compassion, and in the form of Kalki, you will kill the Malechas. As Dhanvantari, you delivered nectar to the demigods. As the Hamsa incarnation, you imparted transcendental knowledge to the demigods headed by Lord Brahma. As Narada, you hold a veena while singing your own glories. As Vyasadeva, you explain your own truths. As Krishna, you appeared in Gokula to enjoy transcendental pastimes. You had wonderful qualities and enjoyed very sweet pastimes with your devotees. The opening verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu states, Akila Rasamrita Murti Prasrimara Ruchi Rudha Taraka Paliya Kalita Swayama Lalito Radha Preyan Vidhu Jayati. Let Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, be glorified. By virtue of his expanding, attractive features, he subjugated the gopis named Taraka and Paila, and absorbed the minds of Shama and Lalita. He is the most attractive lover of Srimati Radharani, and is the reservoir of pleasure for devotees in all devotional mellows. The 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam 33:5 states, Balayanam Nupuranam Kanikinam Chayositam Sapriyanam Abhuchad Chabdas Tumum Lo Rasa Mandale. A tumultuous sound arose from the armlets, ankle bells, and waist bells of the gopis as they sported with their beloved Krishna in the circle of the rasa dance. Nityananda Prabhu continued praying, "You will fill the entire universe with Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Loving devotional service to the Lord will be preached in each and every house. You will fill the entire world with ecstasy when you dance, along with your devotees. Inauspiciousness disappears simply by the influence of those who eternally meditate on your lotus feet. Your steps will nullify the misfortune of the entire world when you dance in kirtan. You will purify all the four directions by your glance. When you raise your hands while dancing, all that is inauspicious on the planets will be destroyed. Such is your glory, such is your dancing, and such are your servants. O Lord, you personally appear in this world to distribute love of God by bestowing Krishna Nama to the fallen conditioned souls. Who has the power to describe your wonderful glories? You will distribute devotional service to Lord Vishnu that are unknown to the Vedas. We intensely desire that devotional service. You had formerly kept it hidden while awarding liberation. O Lord, now you will distribute the hidden wealth of bhakti to everyone in the world. This is proof of your causeless mercy. Simply by chanting the holy names of the Lord, one performs all kinds of sacrifice. Out of compassion, you appeared at Navadvip. Yogis meditate on you as a supersoul in their hearts. This same supersoul has now appeared in the village of Navadvip. I also offer my respectful obeisances to Navadvip Dham, where you have incarnated at the house of Sachi and Jagannath Mishra. All glories to Vishwambara, the life and soul of everyone. All glories to Gaur Chandra, the ocean of mercy. All glories to the Lord who appears to fulfill the words of his devotees. All glories to Mahaprabhu, the most magnanimous incarnation. All glories to the beloved Lord of the goddess of fortune. All glories to the enchanting personality of Godhead, who is decorated with the mark of Srivats and Kastubhajam. All glories to the Lord who distributes the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. All glories to the Lord's pastimes of accepting love and devotion from his devotees. All glories to Mahaprabhu, who lies on the bed of Ananta. All glories to the Lord, who is the only shelter of all living entities. You are the Lord Vishnu. You are Lord Krishna. You are Lord Narayan. You are Matsya. You are Kurma. You are the original personality of Godhead. You are Varaha and you are Vamana. O Lord, you appear in every yuga to protect the Vedas. You are the killer of Ravana and his entire family. You are the life and soul of Janaki. As Lord Brahma, you blessed Guhaka Chandala and delivered Ahalya. To protect your devotee Prahlad, you incarnated as Nrsimha and killed Hiranyakashipu. You are the crest jewel among the demigods. You are the best of the Brahmins. You are the same Jagannath who accepts opulent offerings at Nila Chala. The four Vedas try to search for you. Because you have appeared in a hidden form, you are very expert in concealing yourself, but your devotees always recognize you. You are the most peaceful personality. To inaugurate the Nama Sankirtan movement, you have now appeared in this world. There is no truth other than you. Within the unlimited universes, Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati are overwhelmed by the transcendental glories of your lotus feet. Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, serves your lotus feet. Sri Anantasesha, with his thousands of mouths, glorifies these lotus feet. Lord Brahma constantly worships these lotus feet. The Vedas, Smritis, and Puranas sing the glories of your lotus feet.
Just click the Lending Tree banner right now. Terms and conditions apply. Visit lendingtree.com for details. Lending Tree NMLS license number 1136.
Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, serves your lotus feet. Sri Anantasesha, with his thousands of mouths, glorifies these lotus feet. Lord Brahma constantly worships these lotus feet. The Vedas, Smritis, and Puranas sing the glories of your lotus feet. These lotus feet touch the topmost planet, Satyaloka. The head of Maharaj Bali became glorious by the touch of these lotus feet. Mother Ganges emanated from these lotus feet. Lord Shiva became jubilant by holding the water of the Ganges on his head. You are celebrated as the son of Vasudeva and the son of Nanda Maharaj. Now you have appeared to deliver the most sinful Kali. By the touch of your lotus feet, a piece of the wood turns into gold, and a stone turns into a living force. Nityananda Prabhu thus offered prayers with folded hands. He concluded by saying, O Lord, the three worlds worship you. Nityananda Prabhu then began to dance in ecstasy. He floated in the ocean of love of God and became fully absorbed in that love. Vishwambar awards love of God not only to one who carefully sings these topics, but to the friends of that person as well. The holy names of Vishwambar are very rarely found in this world. Lord Caitanya is the life and soul of everyone. Hearing about Nityananda Prabhu's witnessing the six-armed form of the Lord will certainly free one from material bondage. Accepting Sri Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet.